Welcome back to the channel. So it's been an exciting week here at Melbourne Strength Culture. We're back in the gym and we've got some clients through the door again, so it's been really cool to see. But a question that I've been asked recently by a couple people is how to pull your tension or how to pull the slack out of the bar when deadlifting. Today we're going to go through why we need to do this, the importance of it, and then how to do it. So why do we need to pull slack out of the bar? So there's a couple main reasons that we want to pull slack out of the bar. One, it helps us to solidify and lock in our position. Helps keeps the knees, hips, back all set in position while we're lifting heavy loads in either a deadlift, conventional deadlift, or a sumo deadlift. Mind you, I'll just add that this technique of pulling the slack out fits for both conventional and sumo. It can be applied to both. The second reason is force transferability. So strength training is about force. It's about producing force, as much force as we can. We need our body to be as tight as possible because our body is the connection between the barbell and the floor. Newton's third law states that each and every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So when we put force into the ground, if we have 200 kilos on the bar, we need to put 200 kilograms of force into the ground. Then we have the ground that gives us back 200 kilograms of force. The tighter and stiffer and the more tension we can create within our body, the easier it is for that force to transfer through the feet, all the way through our body, back down our arms and into the barbell to help us lift the bar up from the ground. So now that we understand why we need to build tension in a deadlift and the benefits of it, how do we do it? Because there's no use knowing why if we can't actually implement it. So there's three key things that I like to teach people when trying to pull slack out of the deadlift bar. The first is pull on the bar with your arms. And then we need to connect our arms with our feet. So then we need to simultaneously push with our feet into the ground. Then the third thing that we need to do to connect all that up is get our lats on as much as possible. We like to use the external cue of, if you think about if you had two oranges under your armpits and you're trying to crush the shit out of those oranges as hard as possible to get your lats on. So the three things: pull on the bar with your arms, crush the oranges, get your lats on, and push into the floor with your feet. Do those three things simultaneously, and you want to think about taking about 3/4 of the weight of the bar. So if we've got 200 kilograms of weight on the bar, we want to push about 150 kilograms of force. This is just enough to start seeing a little bit of bend in the bar without the plates breaking the floor. Initially, it might be two distinct movements, but as you get better at this, and you'll see most good deadlifters that do it, JP Kaki, Jason Stupas, massive deadlifts, Chris Yip, who just pulled 305 at 69 kilos, they all do this very quickly. They pull the slack out and then drop real quick. So you want to make it one efficient movement, but at the start, when you're a beginner, you probably want to do it in two separate movements to practice and feel the position. So move slower to learn faster. So a couple really good exercises to help with this, accessory movements that you can put in your program is one, the pause deadlift. By going slow off the floor and pausing, it forces you to build tension off the floor, because if you don't, it's going to feel like crap. The second variation will be a 3-second tempo to the knees. So we're going off the floor, 3 seconds, nice and slow to the knees, and then speed through to your normal deadlift speed to lockout. So the benefit with that one is that again, you're going nice and slow. You're forced to build tension by going slow. It makes you use less weight and you have to build tension. But also it allows you to start to feel what tension feels like when you're building in the floor. So watching this video might be great, but you really have to go in the gym and try this stuff to get that feeling. You need to teach your brain what building tension feels like. So to sum it up, that's the benefits of pulling your slack out of the bar and how to pull slack out of the bar. But again, as I stipulated before, you really have to get in the gym and try this stuff yourself and start practicing it. Strength is not just the physical, how much force the nervous system can produce, but also how much practice we get. Get in the gym, practice. If you're in Victoria, the gyms are open now, so no excuse. Practice, and get better. As always, if you liked this content, make sure you share, subscribe, like. If you've got any other technique tips that you want us to do, we've had some really positive feedback on the technique videos. Please feel free to shoot us a DM, put them in the comments below, and we'll get to those for sure. But as always, happy lifting.